YouTube, today we're reacting to 2026 is the new 2016. Taking it's been a whole decade. We're getting old. Yes, you and I are getting old, bro. 2016, we had the infamous XXL freshman list with Lil Uzi Vert. We had Rice Gum doing These Kids Must Be Stopped. Y'all remember the YouTube diss battles that was going on? In 2026, we got GTA 6 coming up. This is the year for greatness. Let's get into this video.
2016. I genuinely cannot believe it's already been 10 years. I've never felt more like an unk in my entire life. It feels like maybe 7 years ago, but 10 is crazy. And since it's been 10 years, many people are now talking about 2016 nostalgia all over the internet, including TikTok, Instagram, hell, even the Facebook moms are getting into it. Okay, I don't know about that, but you get my point. Now, along with nostalgia, many people are predicting that since it's been 10 years, 2026 will be the new 2016. Even games like Fortnite and Angry Birds are saying this shit, apparently. That's how mainstream this quote has gone. Now, I don't think 2026...
Yeah, you know what was crazy? My ex-girlfriend used to dog on my shit because how young I was, right? Now, mind you, back in 2016, she was in high school. She's really encore auntie age, right? Back in 2016, I think I was like 12 years old. Y'all could do the math. I'm 21. I'm not gonna do the math right now, but anytime we talk about it, but she always on some ew, like, bro, we're not in high school. We never met in high school. We met as adults. Calm down.
Will be the new 2016, but there's definitely going to be some notable things about 2026 for sure. Like GTA 6 will be dropping. At least I think it will. But honestly, though, 2016 wasn't all sunshine and rainbows either. I think a lot of people said when they were actually living through 2016, they said it was complete buns. But after looking back on it, there were some heat things about 2016. I can't even lie. But today we're going to be going over the greatest things of 2016, and we're going to see how it compares to what we have coming in 2026. So we got to start with social media. And a lot of people are like, take me back to the days. You know what, man? I'm good. I'll take 2026 this time. Everybody was raving over Snapchat filters. There was Musical.ly, Instagram. You just can't recreate it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little ass kid back in this, so I didn't really have a phone. Like, Musical.ly was still like very new to me, and for me it was cringe because it was just people doing some just dances and shit, right? And I'm just like, what's going on? Now, mind you, I didn't even have a phone. I didn't have no social media. I was still grinding on my Xbox 360. Mind you, I didn't have Xbox Live Gold. My mom was not buying that shit for me. So I was just spamming split screen with my brother. Real talk. I had to grind to get an iPod, bro. So I started doing like a paper route. I know y'all know about those paper routes, bro. We had to pad them papers. Worst shit ever. That's child slavery at that point. I'm gonna be honest, right? Boom. I'm packing those. I did it for an entire year just so I can get an iPod, just so I could tap in with my friends. And that happened in grade 8. Like, I just ended up getting in grade 8. Alright, time out. If you're liking what you're seeing, do me a favor, tap that like button. And this channel is not like school. There's no teachers here, so you do need to leave a sub. I'll give you a minute. Hey, okay. Appreciate that. Let's get back to the video.
You had to be there. And since Snapchat and Instagram brought back their popular filters from 2016, everyone's been using them again in videos talking about 2016. And now these filters were global, bro. Everybody was using them. Instagram had this filter called Rio de Janeiro. I must have butchered that. There's no way. And this filter just speaks 2016 to people. People would describe using this filter on a summer day, the average day in 2016. And then there was Musical.ly. Yeah, I don't even want to think about Musical.ly. I deadass was firing up Musical.ly dances. And that's why, honestly, I prefer 2026 for social media. I really do like this era of reaction images, bro. This is great. You can literally open up any comment section on TikTok. It is full of reaction images. And in 2015, we saw the birth of like really short form content like Vine, and then there was Musical.ly. And now short form content is mostly what we consume now. There's a lot of people out there that just don't even bother with long form anymore. And another thing that
I wasn't too young for Vine, but I was too young to like indulge in Vine because I didn't have no social, like I didn't have no phone. I didn't have no device. So I would go on YouTube and start watching Vine compilations, and I would always watch the King Batch Vine compilations. But because back in the day, that shit was funny to me, but everybody's always dogging on him saying that shit's not funny, bro. Because all he would make is stereotypical black people jokes. Oh, watermelon, fried chicken, and Jordans. Like, yes, bro, I understand. But like, to me as a young bro, back when I was in elementary school, bro, racism was so prevalent because I was in like a white school. Basically, I was white predominantly. I was like one of 2 black students in the entirety of my grade, mind you, right? So I'm talking the lights would cut off and niggas would talk about some, yo, where'd Davion go? That I'm talking about that, right? So I would have to say the same thing. I would have to make jokes about other races, make jokes about more, right? So at that point, the stereotypes was just a funny little game to me, you know?
Prefer 2026 for again is memes. Like, to be honest with you, dog, we do not need these 2016 memes back. People really tried to bring them back at the beginning of the year with the quote, great meme reset. That's why you just can't recreate a year. You gotta just appreciate the year, be happy that it happened, and move forward from it. Like, you can make new things to, I guess, kind of replicate the same feeling, but there's no way you could just bring back these old memes and force yourself to laugh at them again.
Fidget spinners was that far back?
Some of the most iconic memes from the year included Squidward dabbing, the MLG memes, Sanic, Dat Boy. All right, yeah, you can keep these, dog. Like, for its time, I mean, I was in middle school, so of course I was laughing my ass off at these. But 10 years later, there's no way I'm laughing at these. Now, 2026, I guess the most popular meme so far this year, this shit's called City Boy or something like that. It's supposed to be an ironic meme since somebody dead ass used this in a 2022 edit and thought it was so tough. So it went viral and it just took the internet by storm. There was also this shit called I Got Hella Money. Okay, this was just ass. But now we gotta talk about 2016 slang. Now some of these words are still used today. Like, I hear people say bruh all the time. Occasionally I'll hear lit, but I've not heard the words fam and savage in years.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Where I stay in Toronto, niggas say fam all the time. Yo, what's good, fam? Actually, no, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's like Cody or, bro. Y'all know that. I don't know if y'all been to Toronto. I don't know if y'all hear the jokes about Toronto, but the typical Toronto language is, yo, bro, you're what are you talking about, Crody? Nice your beak, fam. Yeah, so they still use fam, right? Lit, shit's getting lit here. The only time you're using lit is like, shit getting, nah, I don't even know. I'll spark shit up. But then I could also go for like gas as well. I don't know. I still use bruh personally, but like I only use bruh as a like. Actually, yeah, I use that as a reaction. I'd be like, bruh, what this nigga talking about, bruh? Yeah, no, that's fair.
It was crazy how mainstream these words were. Like, my parents were really asking me what these meant. Literally everybody with some kind of influence were using these words. Now, so far in 2026, we got chud. I think it's a term for like a greaseball loser or something. I don't know. And apparently the word LARPing is becoming a popular slang word. It's just another word for performative, pretty much. Now we got sports. Now, this 2016 sports era was crazy. Everybody was glazing the Warriors just for them to blow a 3-1 lead in the finals. Like, there were so many people walking around with a Warriors jersey on. And then we had the Broncos versus the Panthers for the Super Bowl.
I was one of those Glazers. I can't even lie to you.
Game. I was expecting the Broncos to win, to be honest, but this year we got the Patriots back in the Super Bowl, man. This shit is gonna be crazy. It might get a little wicked because it's the Seahawks, but I don't know, man. I'm calling the Patriots are going to win. I could be wrong, but we'll see. And then there was one of the greatest games of all time to drop. Pokemon Go. Now, I genuinely feel like an unk glazing the 80s right now, but dude, this game had...
Mind you, I've never ever touched this game, bro. I always thought Pokemon Go was lame as shit, because like I come from the era where I grew up with Pokemon. Like, I got my 3DSs. I got 2 3DSs right there. One of them is homebrewed. If you don't know what that means, it means it's hacked and I could get any game on it. So I'm talking, I got Pokemon ROM hacks on that mug. I got every single Pokemon game on it. I damn near played through every single Pokemon game minus the original Red and Silver. I meant Red, Blue, Silver, Gen 1, Gen 2. That shit was ass, but I'm not trying to play that shit. But damn near played through every single Pokemon game, and I'm seeing some Pokemon Go, and I'm like, bro, what is this lame ass shit?
everybody in a chokehold. A lot of my summer that year was spent walking around catching Pokemon. Everywhere I went, I had Pokemon Go on. The stupidest thing I've done for Pokemon Go is put my fucking phone on the ceiling fan just to get steps for my eggs or whatever. I really did all that just to hatch some eggs. That's crazy. Now, in my 2026 predictions video, I did predict that a mobile game could get revived, and I said Pokemon Go as a candidate. It could happen, maybe. I feel like one reason why people stopped playing Pokemon Go is because all you would see were Pidgeys and Rattatas. That was it. I lived in the middle of nowhere with no spawns, so I had to beg my parents to drive me 30 minutes just to get some heat.
Yo, facts. There was people that were going out of their way, just driving places just to get some random regular like Pokemon. I'm just like, bro, this is so OD. On top of that, I also didn't play because, again, when it first really came out and was popping, I didn't have a phone, which means I did not have cellular data. So I was only able to play off of Wi-Fi. And the only two places I could get some Wi-Fi was my crib and the library that was close to my crib. And mind you, that shit was like not even a 3-minute walk away. So it's like, I'm not really getting too much variety. That shit is not cool. Also, look, the Gengar right there. Y'all see it.
Now, speaking of apps, we gotta talk about the technology of 2016. There was these things called hoverboards. Everyone wanted them, but they...
Boy, oh boy. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, to this day, I think I still have one. It's not in this crib though. It's in my mom's house. Now, mind you, when hoverboards came out, I thought them shits was so cool. Right? One of my friends in elementary school, he got them. He got one for his birthday. Or no, he didn't get one for his birthday. He just got one. And he did not know how to ride it. He wasn't really fucking with it like that. My birthday comes around. He just gifts it to me. Now, mind you, I was a bunch of rich niggas, bro. A lot of my friends were rich. A matter of fact, the entire area that I was in, which is a whole bunch of rich niggas, right? Not niggas. It was white people, and you know. But anyways, he gifts it to me, bro. I started spamming that shit. I'm pulling up to high school, riding a hoverboard. Next time I'm like, yo, David, what the hell? Why are you floating? Looks at me. I thought I was the coolest nigga alive, bro. Now, mind you, if you do decide to ever get a hoverboard, bro, the only time it's useful is if you're taking out the trash, bro. So you don't have to have that garbage juice smacking on your leg. Bong, bong. You just hold that. It was so tough.
Were so ass. Like, the controls of them were terrible. There were so many times where I'd see videos of people trying to use one and they just fall off them right away. And I really wanted one of these so bad. But after a couple months, this thing would have just sat in my closet and collected dust. The latest iPhone at the time was the iPhone 7, which I also wanted. And in 10 years, the amount of technology that has been invented is crazy. Now we have self-driving cars, robots walking around on the street with us. AI has evolved so much in the past 3 years. And of course, we got the iPhone 17. And when you look back at the camera quality of the iPhone 2016 versus now, the difference is insane. Now, of course, speaking of videos, YouTube. At the time, there were so many iconic YouTubers. The vlogging...
iPhone 7, bro. What y'all know about an iPhone 5, bro? What do y'all know about this, bro? This is an ancient piece of technology right here.
Era was huge. Commentary videos were huge. I used to watch like Logan Paul, FaZe Rug, Rice Gum, SML, Grade A Under A, Leafy, and The Odd Ones Out. I was steady binging their videos every day. There was also like insane crossovers where people were beefing with each other. Like you had Rice Gum and iDubbbz beef. Even Jake Paul and Logan Paul had fake beef. But this shit really had younger me on the edge of my seat. I really wanted to see what was gonna happen next. And now as for YouTube in 2026, we got me. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and glaze myself. There's so many people I watch in 2026. The amount of time I spend on YouTube is nuts. But I feel like YouTube is more niched down than ever. I feel that the 2016 era was so mainstream, everybody knew about it. Or most people did, at least. There's so many different niches.
Bro, nowadays everyone's a content creator, but you could find literally everything or anything online, bro. You're watching me right now, bro. I'm niche. I'm niche. Just go ahead and like and subscribe by tapping.
on YouTube, so everybody's watching something different. And one of the biggest things to come out in 2016 that I spent so many hours doing, bottle flipping. This is not a 2016 video without bottle flipping. You couldn't go on any social media platform without seeing bottle flipping. This shit was everywhere. It was on the news, and it was so widespread that my school even banned bottle flipping at lunchtime. That shit just fried me, bro. I genuinely could not believe.
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I actually have a bottle flipping video on YouTube right now as we speak, bro. When I was 12, I was really into that. Me and my friends, bro, we had like he also had a YouTube channel where he was just straight bottle flipping, and one day we collabed with each other and just did a whole bottle flipping. 100 likes, I'll post it. I know this video's not getting 100 likes, but 100 likes, I'll react to it.
So we resorted to flipping bottle caps instead. And YouTube was pushing bottle flipping videos like crazy back then. Jack Doherty made bottle flipping videos, and I was invested. And there were trick shots and all kinds of other shit that you could do with bottles. So I'd literally just sit outside with my friends and just flip bottles for hours. I didn't go that crazy with it, but there was definitely some heat trick shots that I landed. And there was even a mobile game where you would just flip bottles that I played all the time. Like, this shit was genuinely bigger than 6-7 in 2025. Now in 2026, we got nothing like this yet. At least I don't think so. But I'm predicting that something like this will happen this year. I'm adding that to my predictions. There will be a similar trend like this that takes the world by storm. And something that we can definitely keep in 2.6 is the music. There's definitely some good artists out there now, but man, 2016, this was a generational era for rap. The greatest freestyle of all time dropped,
hey, bro,
and everybody was talking about it. And this was the start of the SoundCloud era. And eventually, the SoundCloud era, you had artists like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, Cardi, Lil Pump, X21, Trippy, Juice WRLD, the list goes on. I think it went from like 2016 to 2019, and all these...
Right, and here's the thing. The reason the SoundCloud era was so good back then is because everybody was unique and had their own style and was like very... I'm going to say intuitive, but it was like very... what's the word? It was just unique, right? Nowadays, you listen to some SoundCloud shit, you try to listen to some new underground rappers, and it's all Clone Wars. Like, everyone wants to sound like Playboi Carti, everyone wants to sound like Young Thug, or everyone wants to sound like Future, and just starts biting.
Rappers are huge now. But not only that, there was a lot of good music coming out in general. Like Let Me Love You is the 2016 anthem. Now 2026, I'm still finding some good songs, specifically rap. But all I can say though is I'm ready for the new Uzi project this year. We need Uzi to come back. This single run has been crazy so far. And of course, another part of music that I definitely can't forget is the dances in 2016. You had the Whip,
Nene,
the Quan, Juju on the beat. There were so many of these dance songs dropping. It was like every single month there was another viral dance. And of course that also contributed to the popularity of Musical.ly. Looking back on these songs, I don't like them anymore, but it was definitely good for its time though. And of course in 2026, no dances. Like, why would there be dances in 2026? Is 2026 the new 2016? I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I mean, technically, bro, I don't know if you guys know, but the Young Ho Shake, I'm not a girl, but girls be shaking like shit like this. But then it's like, I don't know, this might have been 2025, but the niggas twerking and shit, like, come on, bruh. But I want to know what you guys think about the video. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, post notifications, binge watch the rest of my videos. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.